have the chat here just in case. Seems like church music. The audio is still okay, right? And the image also. This will be sort of like a speed run, I guess. With the PS4 is more comfortable because I can see the chat on the screen. Here. Not sure If I start explaining what the game is about, I probably make some spoilers, so what we discover it meanwhile. But this time I let the guy talk to explain the thing.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
So, I don't know if he explains how to play, like the mechanism or those things, or I just have to be experimenting. Subject-object interaction, okay. But basically this thing is to open walls like this, but I cannot catch it, like if I catch it I cannot pass. Child program mass calibration, suspectful. It's kind of like a tutorial. This. If I touch that, it explodes and kills me. Also, if I go through that, I die. So it starts shooting me. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. My cat wants to go back. So too long. Okay. So.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Just let me put the screen a little bit smaller. Now you will see the same. But I want to see the chat. Or maybe it's restarting? Yeah, it is. But anyways. Like this is better. Yes. Okay. So on the stream, there's the same, or it broke. Let me just check. Because it looks like it broke. Yeah. 1 second. Ah no, it's okay. Never mind. It's supposed to be okay. I'm just checking with the phone. It's taking time. Can you send me a message to tell me if you can see the game? Because I cannot see it. You know, I just put it back like it was. Full screen. Like. And if I cannot read the chat, it's okay. Oh yes. Ah, it was okay. Never mind. I skipped it here. It's like there is some delay from when you see it and when I play it. So I saw it now. It's okay. But basically, they have to do. Oh, I need the chat here. If it's okay. So, yeah. What they have to do is to pick up some things called sigils, like these things, that I received them from making like the puzzles. In every room there are puzzles. Like right now, they are pretty easy, I'd say. But it's oriented puzzle. Like I'm just exploring all the rooms because that's what I used to do, to waste time on that. But say peephole, it's called this puzzle. These things are for. I cannot go through this with an item. I can only go alone. But I can use it like this. Can I catch it from here? It's because this is like a wall. I can now take it out and bring it here. I need to pick this up. But for picking that up, yeah, I need to pass through that. I don't need that room anymore, so I just stop that bomb. It's a bomb. And the other one is here.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
And many times there are like hidden stars or things like that, like for extra story. But I won't stop much to get them, because if not I can stay here all day. If I see one or I remember where there is one, I will just take it. Like here there is one. Yep. I remember this one because it's in the beginning and it's hard to find it otherwise. It's this room. So, where is the store? And the star unlocks like different puzzles and more things to the story, things like that. The star is here. I probably need like one of those jams, it's called in English. But I don't know where are they. If it makes you get this or something, you can tell me and I put like the other view, you know, from behind. That's why I said it was cool, because some people don't stand it. Okay, so I don't know if the jam is... I have to pick it here, or I have to take, like, to rescue it from another puzzle. Probably the second one, so I will just leave it for now. Or rot. I checked all the room here. I cannot take any jam out from here, but I can bring something from here. Not from there. Not from there. From here I can. But there's nothing, right? No, there's nothing. So I have to pick it from the beginning. That I thought in the beginning, oh look, I could make it only with one. And I didn't. And didn't understand why. And now I know why. Here is where this thing could shoot at me. But if I use this like this, I can rescue this jammer. And now I have one for free. But this game is kind of intuitive, but it's also pretty easy in the beginning. Only with the jammers. Also the stars, it's supposed to be like the complicated part. Which I don't remember what they are. What are they? But I just pick it up. Like I played this game 4 or 5 years ago, or 3, I don't know. And I was, yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, I thought with some games, I woke up, started playing until night. Until 7 AM like I used to do before. And it was like that for 3 4 days in a row. So it was a bit complicated at some points. But not for now. If I go there it suits me. Like nothing happens, I just restart the level from the beginning. It's not like, yeah, you lost the game. I prefer if I don't show how it happens. Just checking if I forget something. Okay. There's this thing to stop this. I think. If I pick this up. Yeah, it's not working anymore. There's no light. And there was a bomb around here. I saw it. Yeah.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name.
Okay.
Each brings you closer to eternity.
Outnumbered. I guess. Also the names from the puzzles give clues sometimes. Like here I guess there are more bombs and things than the jammers. So it's like teaching me how to use one for more than one thing. Hey. Yeah. What to do with that? Ah, okay, I know. Have to. Ah, let me do it. I was not looking. I have to leave it out so I can go through here. Now the bomb is there. It's door, no?
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
It's not opening. Never mind. Where's the other? Here. Striding the beaten path. First, what do I have around? Yeah, I need to go through here, but bingo. Okay. So, I don't know where the jammer is. Ah, it's here. I feel like a spy, John Wick. Okay. So, yeah, and that one I have to close the door. Yeah. Be careful with this when it's back. Okay.
My temple awaits you, child.
So now
Go forth.
here there are also floors like in Hades. Sort of. It's but it's they don't restart. Oops. So I have all of them, yeah. And do I have everything? I can just go back sometimes, but if I can do everything. Ah, okay, there's one more. What I didn't know before. Yeah, I can stop. Like on the top left corner, I have like the sigils. Like some have the same form, so I don't really need to make all of them to keep going, which I thought I needed to. But I just like doing all the puzzles, so I would have done it anyways. And this one is through there. Ah, this is the star, and this is the other one. Only the two of us.
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Okay, he's telling me. I never realized it. Only the two of us. It means only this and me? Ah no, there is more. Such a liar. Ah, okay, the two jammers, it means. Yeah. Not the jammer and me. Yeah. Do it.
You are most
Open up
diligent.
FBI.
Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
So here. Oh, okay. This is the worst part, I think. Like this, not this one, but later when there is more. I'm bad with those puzzles. What is this? My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer, with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. Whatever the end goal of this grand challenge is, it's far out of reach. Knowing that, how are we supposed to resist destruction? Oh, come on. This is like the story is told like this. Long library, distributed resources, connecting network, error, network inaccessible. Error, I'm late and responsible. Library archive session. Exacto. Tú was it. Library archive session ready. Guess local. Hi, what's this? Hello world. As well. It doesn't mind what you say here. Type help for list of available commands. Or type help for list of available commands. I cannot see it because I have the screen. Let me make it bigger. I can see the. What is this? Ah no, it's not the graphic thing. It's this. I got lost. Advanced options. Graphic options. Window? Yeah. Custom. Ah, okay, sure. Which one is now? This is the maximum. I want it a little bit less taller. Apply. Because if not, I don't see the options in the bottom. It's like the screen is too small. Okay, that's it. No, it's the same. It's menu simulator. This one. I need this one maybe. Like you see the same, but I see it different. Like on my screen. This one is too small, but I can just personalize it, so it's better. Okay, I have it now. Yeah. It's because I personalized it and it said if I want to apply it. Now I said help. I couldn't press that. Basic terminal commands are list, display a list of available resources, open file name, so contents of a file, help, display this text, run MLA, load Milton Library Assistant, advanced interface, exit. Run MLA. Load Milton Library Assistant, done. Hello guest, how can I help you today? Your query? As the help list, do you understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes, your query. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? Are you able to take offense, you pointless contraption? Describe your functions. I don't want to insult it. I'm sorry, I am only able to process and respond to basic subject verbs or big syntax in your query. Are you able to? Okay, I want to insult it. You cannot insult me. Your query, describe your functions. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query. How old are the library archives? How long has this system been running? What are these terminals? What is the current status of the library archive? What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. How old are the old archive? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st July 1995, 27th July, June, 2030, what? Forward. How long has this system been run? What is the current status? Forget the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? I don't want to check everything, even if I would normally do it. My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim was the god. Elohim is the noun for god or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. What am I? Where I am? What am I? You're logged in with a guest account. So she doesn't know where I am. You're currently in a super session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. How long has this been? The system has been active for... This is like 10 per 10 per 10, like all those times. What is the current status of the library archive? Like this is the future, technically. There are 47 million resources in archive taking blah 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 blah. Many. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Welcome. Ah, this is like the library that the archive there were. Welcome. I can check out. This is like the story. From Nadia Saurabai, Institute for Apply, to Alexandra Brennan. Welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young, and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realized that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect it. And yes, I know, you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Let's do this, Nadia. Figure it out. From to subject F. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. So we keep us. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world and searching for the truth can be a real adventure, plus it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, that. Athena 6. I think this is something from, like, mythology. Chapter 6, Athena in the Garden of Hesperides. Yeah, I mean, chapter 6, and where are the others? Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them farther into this strange garden of years and cocks. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the name said in unison, I'm not doing voices like in the podcast, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few billions, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom, its unending folly. Who take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, gazing upon the stars and wept. Okay, man. Let me go. New text added to your journal. Yeah. So I can just check anytime. But I already read them long ago. I just don't remember. So. This is where I came from. Yeah. I knew. I need a map in every game. Ah, no. it was not where I came from. It's just signaling me that I have all the things from this part that I already knew. Also, there should be a star marked, but there isn't.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
This is a teleport? Or it's part of the story? I don't remember. I think it's a teleport. I will go back if it's a teleport. It is. I'm not taking it. Let me just do the puzzles first. Poking a sleeping lion. Boop, 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 boop. So, I have to catch that, but I cannot because there's that. Ah, okay, I know how to. But I have also this. Now we can. Okay. So. The other one should be on the left, but how many there are? Only one more. Ah, the star is here. I have it, right. Also, the color makes, like, normally this is harder and the red one is even harder than the green one. Trio bombastics. Tutto adesso, Victor, tu ti hai passato il gioco, non la verità. be so many bombs. Just need to take them out one at a time. One, two. Yeah, harder. Depends on the puzzle. Okay. Now I have them all. Yep. I need to check all the time, even if I know.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
I think there are 8 rooms and 3 like buildings. But this one is not. You don't fight against enemies.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them.
Just let me check something before.
But the great tower,
there is a
there
star.
you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
That tower is something important to remember. Loading library session. Reading simulator. Unrecognized error detected. Guest unknown. Library archive is currently unavailable. Use access portal command to access network functions. Connecting network drives. Network inaccessible. MLA troubleshooter. Yes, I don't know what it is. Done. Initiating plain language interface. Done. Superstition open. Hello guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? Your query? Troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Let me in. Admin trust no one. God. Checking password. Yeah, all of them are incorrect. It doesn't mind. Let me in. Admin. Try again. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. You will now be asked for a series of inputs. To cover with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. It's to see if I'm a robot or not, and I'm clearly a robot, but not the one behind, but it's me. Question 1 of 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 8. Your input has been a thing. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Content. Your input I don't know what happens if I lie. What best describes a person? A human being, a being of negative entropy, a problem-solving system, a citizen, a rational animal. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. I don't know the outcomes of these tests because I don't remember, so I will just answer what I would do. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Offer half the water, offer all the water, ask what you're doing in the desert, ignore him, kill him and collect his blood in a flask for life. Yeah, definitely I would do this one. I'm putting this one. I can't wait. Your input has been accepted. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when part 2 has been generated. Press and any key to exit. Yeah, definitely I would answer how I would do in real life. From Frank Ngatai to Miles Ngatai, Dan Ngatai. Subject Ian. My first day at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What's this? Fuck. ¿Y este spam? Bueno, como el bloque este. O el ignore ya. Ay. Espera que no sé cómo tornar el chat. Anyways, anem a veure com que no em vir res. Trembling I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Survey shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded, she says. Ian, Ivan, blah blah blah. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck, so we're officially called Ian. But if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody jigs. Okay. Talos Principle. This is actually a real thing. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the direction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. The Talos Principle says something like, what makes humans human, I think. Like, I'm a robot, but why am I a robot? If I have a consciousness. User Alex16 added 4 no's. Note 1, Nova's versusness. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory, rather while taking the science-fictional novels at the core of the narrative at face value. We should... 10%. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own blah blah and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3. When, in chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the... Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... Many times things are incomplete. But this is like, it's the Talos Principle is something from the Greek, like from the philosophers, like most of the philosophy. So it mentions some characters that are in others. There's a star, but I don't know where. I won't look for it.